Thank you very much, André, and thank you very much to all of you to be here today. It's for the ETUC a very important time and a very important day to be in Wroclaw and to demonstrate tomorrow in this town when financial ministers are meeting. We've gone through a very risky, and we are going through very risky and dangerous time in Europe, where sometimes we feel that we are next to collapse. ETUC members, and particularly in countries most affected, have seen unemployment growing very, very strongly, and work becoming more and more precarious, attacks on industrial relations system, and pressure on wages. And this is what we are going to demonstrate about tomorrow. We are expecting 40,000 people in the streets of Wrocław, and we are going to press for urgent solutions. And we believe it is absolutely necessary to act, and to act urgently. For us to act means certainly that we have to take bold measures of solidarity in Europe. These measures would start with pooling of the debt, partial pooling of the debt, the famous Eurobonds. It would also use the structural funds that are available at European level for investments and jobs. We are strongly supporting the introduction of a financial transaction tax, which would also make sure that the banks and the financial sector who brought us in this mess is contributing to repairing the damages. And we also insist on the need for fair taxation, for the end of fraud, and the end of fiscal tax evasion and tax havens. We are insisting that acting for us does not mean betting that austerity, cuts in wages, cuts in social protection are going to bring us to a solution. We've seen what is happening now in Greece, severe contraction of the economy, and the austerity measures that have been put in place did not serve the purpose of relaunching the economy. And this is what we need for jobs, for good jobs, for sustainable jobs. We need to relaunch this economy, and the mean is not in the cuts that we are seeing and that the European Union is asking from us. We do believe that these bold solidarity solutions would be much less costly than a collapse in the euro, or even a collapse of one country in the eurozone, with all the dangers that are attached to that perspective. We have to insist as well that the unilateral bias of often the European Commission and the Council and the government, which are attacking wages, attacking industrial relations, attacking social protection, is not the way forward. We are seeing social unrest in many countries, and the social fabric is being attacked. On the question of trade union rights, let me here mention the great concern and great opposition that the ETUC has towards the policies that are being carried in certain EU countries, particularly at this stage in Hungary, where a labor code is being put in place, which would attack these basic fundamental social rights. In particular, some of our Hungarian colleagues who came to this demonstration had to go back to Budapest because the Prime Minister, Mr. Orbán, has banned a demonstration which was to take place peacefully on 28th of September. We find that unacceptable, and we want to say we are in full solidarity with our members and the trade unions in Hungary trying to defend their basic fundamental social rights and trade union rights. Finally, I would like to say that the ETUC is fully aware and fully supporting a democratic process for all these initiatives. All these must have the support of the people. It must go through the democratic control and cannot be simply a technocratic development in Europe. This is what we are telling to finance ministers, to head of governments, and this is why we are here in Wroclaw. This will be discussed this afternoon in the steering committee of the ETUC, and we will have, at the end of the day, a declaration of the steering committee for the head of state and finance ministers that we hope will be taken into consideration. Thank you very much for your attention.